Hi, everybody. Welcome back to In My Lane podcast. This is your host, Lane. I'm super excited to be here, guys. And oh my gosh, have we gotten a treat this 2025 with Selena Gomez's meltdown? Let me tell you, this was not in my 2025 bingo card. I did not see this coming. It really took me aback. I'm like, there's no way Selena did this. And Lord behold, it happened.
Listen to me, Republicans, listen! You are the people in history they warned us about! They warned us about people like you! Pay attention! We're losing our democracy! Wake up! Wake
For starters, before Trump was elected, it would annoy me so much when celebrities would just vote on the basis of abortion. Like, it was their only concern. Like, women are not free if we don't have the right to abort our babies, right? And it sounded so out of touch from celebrities because they didn't have the same worries that the rest of Americans had. And that was literally primarily Kamala's main talking point. It was all abortion, right? They really thought that they could rally everyone behind abortion, right? And obviously it failed. But we saw this happen towards so many female celebrities where this was the main thing that they were concerned about. And now Selena Gomez was one of those individuals, and people didn't really talk about it much because she didn't really make it a huge deal. She didn't go crying like this time around. But when Trump won, obviously she was not happy about that because she did post on her Instagram a quote saying, "I am not free while any woman is unfree, even when her shackles are very different from my own." And I remember when I saw it, I was annoyed because she also put like a little comment on the bottom saying, "My heart is heavy today, dot dot dot." And to think that we are so privileged enough that our only concern was abortion is crazy, right? But even though it annoyed me, I rolled my eyes. I'm like, whatever, it's fine. Let's just move forward. And this is coming from somebody who loves Selena Gomez. Now, I love her music. Her Rare album is one of my favorites. I would see these annoying things about Selena and I would roll my eyes like, okay, whatever, But then, oh my gosh, the way this woman just burst into tears on camera was insane. Now, I hear a lot of people saying, oh, she did this for show. It's not authentic. She's acting again. I actually think she meant it. I think she was really having a meltdown. I don't necessarily buy into this idea that she's just acting. I think she's serious. I do think that Selena is a very empathetic person. She's somebody that feels very deeply. And I relate to that in a lot of ways too. But I feel that it can often lead to toxic empathy, right? Where we completely ignore the victims from the opposite side of the moral issue. And we completely ignore them, we disregard them, and we only focus and distort certain truths or facts to only empathize with certain group of individuals at the expense of other victims. That's what I consistently see with these celebrities. It's just toxic empathy, right? I will say that the reason I feel that she's genuine, right? Again, because of the reasons that I mentioned, but also because she really went out of her way during the California fires to build emergency care kits with essentials. She actually went over there. It wasn't just like she just sent people. Like, she actually showed up, to provide immediate aid. I know she has a good heart. She's just chronically misinformed. But yeah, let's take a look at her video.
I just want to say that I'm so sorry. How many people are getting attacked? The children. I don't understand. I'm so sorry. I wish I could do something, but I can't. I don't know what to do. I'll try everything, I promise.
I'm not laughing. It was funny. And I feel bad because I'm laughing at this woman crying, but dude, you can't just post a video like this on the internet and not expect people to make memes out of this. You would think she would know this, considering how long she's been doing this for. Okay? You're gonna get memed. You're gonna get memed. And when I saw this, I just thought, like, is this an audition tape that got leaked? Like, what is going on? It was so bizarre. Yeah, so you can tell clearly her emotions got the best of her. She was not thinking rationally, which is why she deleted the video ASAP. But you know, the internet, they screenshot, they record everything. It's always gonna be there. So she didn't delete it fast enough. Selena did claim that she's willing to try everything and that she promises to try everything. So I do have some suggestions for her. Okay. Selena, you're worth billions. Okay. You live in a crazy mansion that none of us could ever afford. If you want to do something, please house those illegal migrants that you're crying over. Please make it into an emergency shelter. But would you do it? No, you wouldn't, right? You would never. You would never allow any of these illegal migrants that you're crying for stay in your home. At least I would respect you more. I would respect you more if you actually felt bad enough that you started putting them in your homes. I would think it's a stupid thing to do, but at least I know you're serious. You know, you're not just crying online for no reason. Other thing you could do is that you could donate money to help all the children that were trafficked and lost by the Biden administration, okay? You could use your platform to expose human trafficking operation, especially since it's the children that you're very concerned about, because let me tell you, so over 300,000 kids were lost during the Biden administration, and never did we saw Selena burst into tears. And that's another reason that she needs to understand, because shortly after she deleted this video, she made another post saying, apparently it's not okay to show empathy for people, and then deleted it again shortly after. And it really it shows just how disconnected people from Hollywood and the average day American really are, because it seems like Selena, despite the backlash, was just not understanding why she was even getting that backlash, to the point where she felt the need to defend herself. Apparently, it's not okay to show empathy for people. She wasn't actually understanding why the public reacted with so much outrage. And I doubt that she does, even now, because she posted a different story. Oh, Mr. Parker, thank you for the laugh and for the threat. She was referring to this senator who talked about deporting her. I didn't really think what he said was beneficial to the conversation, but I think it also showed that Selena's still not listening, because she had so much backlash, so many responses, so many rebuttals, and she responded to none but other than the personal attack by this senator. Okay? So it makes you wonder, why are you not responding to your fans, the ones that are concerned, the ones that are outraged, but you want to find any person who's, you know, quote, attacking you, and then you make it about you again. You know, it just keeps not sitting well with people. Part of the reason why people were so outraged with you, Selena, is because there were so many children that died because of illegal immigration. So where were your tears when Jocelyn Nungare, age 12, from your home state of Texas, was murdered just in June 16, 2024, okay? She left her home around 10 p.m. and encountered two illegal men. Okay, they took her to a nearby bridge and sexually assaulted her and strangled her for over 2 hours and then her body was found in a creek the next morning. Where was your outrage for that? Let's talk about Travis Wolf, a 12-year-old in December 2023, was involved in a head-on collision in Missouri. I don't know. When a vehicle was driven by Andrina Bracho, an undocumented immigrant from Venezuela, struck the car he was in. Travis unfortunately passed away. Let's talk about Alex Wise Jr., 10-year-old, February 2024, also from your home state of Texas, was tragically killed in a hit and run incident, okay? The suspect, an undocumented immigrant that was previously deported 5 times, was charged in connection with Alex's death. Let's keep going. 16-year-old Lisbeth Medina, December 2023. She was 16 years old, also in your home state of Texas. She was murdered in her apartment. Who murdered her? It was a 23-year-old Rafael Govea Romero that was charged with murder, okay? And he had previously been on probation for a 2022 burglary and suspected of stalking her prior to the incident. Of course, let's not forget the famous Laken Riley case, 22-year-old. She was a nursing student in Georgia that was murdered while jogging at the University of Georgia's Oconee Forest Park in Athens. The cause of death was due to blunt force trauma and asphyxiation by an illegal alien. Let's talk about 11-year-old Aiden Clark. He lost his life in a school bus accident in Ohio. We had a 36-year-old illegal migrant pretty much crash it. And he was pronounced dead at the scene. Let's talk about 9-year-old Christopher Ramirez from, again, your home state of Texas. Killed by an undocumented immigrant, illegal alien, I should say, Rogelio Luis Cabrera. He was arrested twice before on assault charges, but was put on bond when he allegedly killed the child in an argument. Let's talk about Maria Gonzalez, a 9-year-old that was killed by a car being driven by an illegal alien in California. Okay? And this illegal alien was involved in a hit and run. And it struck Maria Gonzalez. So where was your outrage when these kids, a lot of them from your own home state of Texas, where were your tears for them? And I think that's why it rubbed so many people the wrong way. Like, Selena, I do believe that your cry was authentic. I think you meant it. I think you feel very deeply. But you live in this Hollywood bubble. You don't understand what goes on beyond this bubble. You're often surrounded by security guards and you have your own little circles where you guys just recycle the same information over and over and over, and you just don't know what it's like for the everyday average American. There's a reason why Donald Trump won the popular vote. People still related to, you're racist, you're all these ridiculous things. But why did so many black people, Mexicans, gay people, like women all vote for this man? You can't just use these terms anymore to describe the phenomenon. At some point, you have to get curious and ask yourself, what's going on? What's going on outside of my bubble? But frankly, it was incredibly embarrassing to watch her melt down like this. Part of why her crying video was just so fascinating is because it also brings up this conversation among other Hispanics, Latinos, Mexicans, because there's this pressure, right? Because we know that Selena comes from Mexican descent. But we can see that she's very Americanized. She could barely speak Spanish in Emilia Perez. It was awful. I know so many people are praising the movie, but it was her acting, her talking was terrible. Let's just be real. Okay? It wasn't that great. So for her to say, oh, these are my people, it's like, you don't even, what are you talking about? Your people are the American people. You grew up here. You made your billions here in this country. So many people. They swear they hate this country. They swear they hate being here. They hate white people. They hate everything America stands for. And they're so patriotic about their home country. They go crazy over Cinco de Mayo. But when it comes to it, they won't ever leave the country that they so claim that they hate. And I see this so much in the Hispanic community, right? There's also this pressure, and perhaps Selena had felt this I know celebrities go through this pressure in particular, where they're pushed often to be activists, to embrace, their minority statuses, to be a spokesperson for that. And a lot of celebrities, they don't even want to, but they feel this pressure, like, I have to, like, be a voice of representation. And I'm assuming in a lot of ways that's the pressure that Selena Gomez felt, this pressure to represent Mexicans because of the platform that she has, right? She feels like she owes people something. And I want to talk about that too, because again, let's bring it back to ourselves. In the Hispanic community, it's so common to feel like we owe our home country more than the country that we are in. In Hispanic culture, you'll often be shut down for showing American patriotism. They'll tell you things like, you want to be white so bad. They don't even like you, you know? If you have your American flag, like, why are you acting white? Like, they'll make fun of you. Your own people will make fun of you, right? And I know this because I talk to so many other Mexicans that feel this way, where they feel like they can't just be proud Americans. They're not allowed to assimilate into American culture. And if people back home feel this pressure, imagine the pressure that celebrities have, because they're supposed to be these perfect spokesperson for representation. And I think Selena often wants to connect to her heritage, right? Because she feels this duty to honor it, to always be connected to not forget her roots, right? Because I know people are blasting her online, and yes, the video was cringe, and I get that. But I also acknowledge Selena's heart. I think she's a good person underneath the cringe, okay? She's a good person underneath the cringe, okay? That video can just help us spark this conversation. Like, what does it even mean to be a Mexican American? If Mexico and the USA go to war today, you would feel pressured to give a lot of your loyalty towards Mexico, which I don't understand why. I would want my loyalty to be in the country that I live in, that I have benefited from. Now, there's a reason why her comment of "my people" rubbed everyone the wrong way. Now, do I think that Selena was trying to defend child rapists and murderers and gangbangers? Obviously not. I think she's just misinformed about what's going on. But it gets to this topic where we're all tired of celebrities and even the people around us, the liberals. I think we're tired of people having so much allegiance to countries, other people, foreigners, literally everyone but their own people, than their own country. When we saw government funds being used to give the illegal aliens all of these benefits that Americans don't even receive, is crazy work. And again, so for her to say, my people, it's like, your people is the American people. It's not these foreigners. Like, what are you talking about? These are not your people. You don't even live there. Your people are the ones that are residing right now in America. Americans are your people. Where were you when all these kids I just mentioned died? Where was your tears then? Are they not your people? A lot of them came from your home state of Texas, and we never heard a peep out of you. But when it comes to other foreigners, you just had to cry online, and that's why it upset people, because we're tired of not putting America first anymore. We're tired of not putting Americans over foreigners first. We're tired of it. And that's why it rubbed everyone the wrong way, Selena. Might have not been in your intention, but, you know, it's just the times that we're living in. And so, yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching my video. Please like and subscribe, drop a comment. I would definitely appreciate that, and I'll see you guys next time.